I got a little intro for you. I mutilate America because I'm a fucking traitor, riding up and down on a big escalator. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Russians, would you please come and hack phone me? Gonna go down when Mueller comes to town. Well, that's fair. Who's fake news now? Fuck those trolls. Let them laugh, because when Bubba needs to shower, he's gonna take that ass. You know, I've been trolled 3 times over 3 years and asked, is this satire on a thing or two? Yet, as much rich satirical value as can be found on this channel. Only 3? Oh yeah, forget. Only Russians are allowed to contact me and shit like that. Like a few people who just made it in there in the beginning, and since then, all the people that are allowed to see me are fucking trolls. My dad, actually. His computer crashed as soon as he logged into my live stream. So my own dad can't watch. This has happened to him multiple times. Before it was his device would just act funny. Now it's crashed the computer. Like his computer is fucking crashed. He had to repair it. And these things are very interesting. Both just the sheer interestingness of this channel and what has happened here, archivally. And the fact that it seems like Misha hates that couch. But it seems like, and you know, maybe I'm the only one who sees this. There's stuff on my face. No. Obviously there's stuff on my face. I don't know why there's stuff on my face. Okay, it's the background of the video. We got cars in the background here today. The way the Mueller probe is going, doesn't it seem as though the more trouble you're in, the longer it's taking? Unless your name is Paul Manafort. Oh, Paul Manafort is in a shit ton of trouble. Like, if anybody was likely to be executed by hanging for treason in this day and age, no one has ever been more likely than fucking Paul Manafort. And thank you to Rachel Maddow, while I'm on the subject, for her brilliant dissertation on exactly who the hell Paul Manafort is. Let me go ahead and get these off of there, because we're not talking about that yet. I do have it open up for chat, but nobody's here. I am online a little early. It's 10 o'clock. I usually broadcast around 11-ish, but like I said, it's 11-ish, so you check before, you check after. You'll probably see me, because everybody knows I stay on here for a really long fucking time trying to get this channel off the ground, promoted. 3 years. I don't know where the hell all my subscribers are. Maybe down flat earth rabbit holes. Maybe a lot of them have been fucking disappeared one way or the other. There's been a couple that either they were fake all along or they've disappeared. And it really worries me that the latter is probably true. And then there's Max. But yeah, Joey, how's it going, brother? My dad's computer crashed as soon as he tried to watch the racing yesterday. I just asked him how he was doing. Let me see what he said. 1 minute into restarted race after weird spin. Talking about my driving. They crashed my laptop. Quote, DCP watchdog violation was the error message you got. Spent about 3 minutes gathering information before restarting it. What the fuck did they just tag my WTF? All caps, exclamation point. Did they just tag my laptop? Now it's frozen and won't even do a login screen. No restart sounds either. Had to force off by holding button. He tried to do a screenshot, and that's when the screen went black. He tried to do a screenshot of the error message, and it went black on it. Even that get a real computer guy can't help him. Oh wait, that's me. Was me. It was me. Now I'm just the guy who needs a haircut. Just brush it all back. It disappears, damn it. It disappears! No, it's not disappearing. Anyways, so... yeah, that's fascinating. But, you know, I'm just fake news, right? Yes. Welcome to the Lost Begotten channel, where I am not a real person, apparently. I'm just a fucking troll bot with a beard. You're fake news. The Lost Begotten is fake news. It's so interesting how, like, the Ruspublican conspiracy just mirrors, like, what demons have done, metaphorically, like, perceptively, or according to the superstitious reading of things, you know? Like, for instance, video games. They'll rot your brain, right? Interesting, that. Did you know that Tetris was Russian? Oh, there's a big, long, convoluted story about why and how so many different companies got the rights to it. But if you look at places this investigation needs to go, and speaking of, well, I'll finish my thought from earlier. What's really interesting is the places this investigation hasn't gone yet. You know? But if you look where this investigation needs to go, it needs to go into shit that most people don't even want to hear about. Like Candy Crush. Didn't your grandma tell you nothing's free? What do you think Candy Crush is? I've been telling my wife for years, she don't care. She's just still sitting there crushing the candy fucking hours a day. Well, it's Tetris, right? Isn't it? It's like the new Tetris. People just spend hours a day on it, just like back in the 80s, man. People would be, like, it would reduce worker productivity in any office with computers in it in the late 80s. And then it came out on Sega, Nintendo, Atari. It started just on Mac and PC. There was this big rights battle with it. And, like, the guy who thought he was selling the rights, after making contracts with Macintosh and IBM, or with some distribution companies that wanted to work with them. Then got a call from a corporation, another shell corporation, or a shell corporation that got set up in Russia to renegotiate. And they were like, you're selling a software that doesn't belong to you. And this whole big long story, okay, it's a story. I'm not even sure if it really happened the way they say it happened. But there's a whole big long story of, like, you know, purchases and investments and stuff. And the fact of the matter is, every copy of Tetris was cleared by and paid royalties to the Soviet Union. It's kind of amazing when you think about it. Think about the time that happened. That was 1987 when Tetris got big. And it was pretty big for 1987, you know. And what was it, L-Pro? L-Com? It's L something. The name of the Russian company that actually owned the rights, the original rights to it. And then there's the little game, not Amerisoft. It's just some normal sounding software company that's actually a Kremlin-owned entity as well. And that's the game, the name, the copyright that shows up back in, like, when you're playing the original version of Tetris. Now here's the deal about Tetris, and it's actually something that it has in common as far as gameplay and as far as what I'm going to tell you. You know, the method of the gameplay is a lot like decryption, okay? But on a hardware level, okay? And the same happens to be true for Tetris, but on a much more simple level, back when things were going slow enough to where hyper-frequency hacking was feasible. You know, there were literally government computers that went 100 times faster than the personal computers that were out there. Nowadays, personal computers go pretty damn fast, so it's taking quantum processing, which is kind of like using fiber optics to simulate the bending of time, okay, to make processes kind of happen at the same time, but more of them. It's weird. But needless to say, nowadays with modern encryption, modern processing speeds, it's a very expensive endeavor to just jackhammer a password. But the thing is, what those games have in common is that they could both be used to hide a server bit. And that server bit, if connected to the internet, okay, and bear in mind, this is shortly after the Russians found out about the internet and the plan for it that the CIA supposedly had in mind. You know, before Al Gore came along. Well, if the programming is similar if just the logic is just the mechanism of the game itself is similar to how a processor decodes data. Okay, you're slotting in ones and zeros, basically. You're slotting in a binary sequence, kind of. And then Candy Crush, if you look at it linearly as a string of code, there's a lot of different ways that you can hide, not only in the gaming logic itself, but in the images that integrate with the gaming logic. That gives you an extra chance to hide code in it. And these could all be forming massive, interconnected, because if they work as virtual server bits, they could be forming massive network-based supercomputers. Just a little free game that you got. Now, understand this, my genius friends at the NSA. Love God. If you have this capability, you can fool us, America. You can fool the CIA. You can fool any network security company, any network security professional, a network security genius even, into thinking that a proxy server was the origination of a hacking attack. They can use this virtual bit conglomeration and basically make it look like it went from anywhere, came from anywhere. But they got to make it come from somewhere that makes sense and that furthers the narrative. Understand? That's why it's China or North Korea or Iran, because those are the proxy wars that Russia wants us to fight. Because those, frankly, except for really North Korea, although to North Korea to some extent, but especially China and Iran, are countries that Russia fears and wants to keep a wedge between the West and them so that they can subdue them and use them to further their own agenda. Now, you may really like your little video games like Candy Crush and all, but let me just tell you this: nothing's free. If you want to play a video game, I suggest you pay money for it. Pick a game that you have to pay money for. There are many versions of Final Fantasy that you can get on your phone. But phones, now, there's a whole different conversation that needs to be had. Take what they may or may not have done, might have done. Take what you'd have done if you were them. What I've done what I'd have done if I was them. If that's true, then we must ask ourselves, what other softwares, maybe even operating systems, are compromised? Because the fact of the matter is, Russia made an extensive I don't know how to say this. There's probably a phrase for it in Russian. I think a dead Russian guy's trying to tell me right now, but I can't understand. Oh, Jesus, Joe. Like, the amount that they learned from it. Oh, look, I got high CPU usage detected. Hi, hackers. How are you today? It went away. But yeah, the entirety of the amount of information that they learned from all of it. Okay, like even in Russia, they had to delete supposedly this is the story, right? They had to delete Tetris from a bunch of work computers at the research lab that created it because it was too addictive, and people would, just be fucking off and watching each other play Tetris and playing Tetris all day. There was never a video game crack like that before. It's video game crack, like Candy Crush. It's Candy Crack. They didn't just have data that they collected as far as software and the software industry and software distribution and sales and video games and consoles and all that good stuff, and real experience with it, reporting back to them. What they got is a survey on the psychological effectiveness and encapsulation one experiences with a video game. The power of electronic warfare in the modern age became known to the Soviet Union in 1987. Do you think for a second that there wasn't a KGB officer somewhere in that entire research agency that came up with this, that looked at that and said, huh, not one? Not one? Huh. Because that's all it would have took. And he would have had a meeting with his superiors. And they would have been like, excellent. Smithers, release the hounds. Wait, no, that's the wrong superiors. Yeah, it's something to think about. How far ahead of the game they were. We were sitting there talking about video games to train people to use weaponry. Well, that's fine and all. They were already talking about using video games to hypnotize and brainwash. Because that's the kind of stuff that they were into at the time. That's the stuff that they'd been interested in for a very long time. MK Ultra, hypnosis, telekinesis, brainwashing, mass manipulation. And certainly, they'd be interested in how to reduce the worker productivity of their enemies. Now, consider everything they learned. That early on. What do you think they would do when they saw AOL, MySpace, Facebook, Twitter. It sure explains a lot why a certain Russian tech giant was interested in giving $400 billion of investment to Mark Zuckerberg. But, you know, I have two small references to jokes on a notepad that I had my little rap from the beginning. If you want to hear the rap again, here, wait, I can play it for you. Because I did it. I sent a message to my wife, a video message. Oh, Joey's going to ask me to send it to him now.
I mutilate America because I'm a fucking trailer. Riding up and down on a big escalator. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Russian, would you please come and hack for me? Gonna go down when the mule comes to town. Well, that's fair. Who's fake news now? Fuck those trolls. Let them laugh because another needs to shower. He's gonna take that ass.
I'm far too amused by that. Far too amused. I felt inspired, what can I say? But, you know, to get to my first written joke, there's three word notes for me to remember this entire story. You ever notice, like, how do I say that? Well, I just realized that most people haven't done nearly the amount of research that I have, so it's probably not that relatable. But, okay, so historically speaking, when the United States has gone to the United Nations and said the Russians are doing this and it's obvious, and speaking about something like everybody knows it, you know, it's been in the fucking news, everybody knows it, like there's people on the ground fucking complaining about it. Here are these refugees from there, here's this witness from there. The Russians would say, show me proof. No matter what the fuck you said, no matter what the fuck you had, they would still be like, oh, this proves nothing. Show me conclusive evidence. It's just really annoying. Well, while this can't be compared with, you know, rational people asking for proof of outlandish, just ridiculous claims, usually made by far left or far right extremists, the Republicans have taken on quite a similar pattern. Of, especially when it comes to Russian collusion, no matter how many people get indicted, no matter how many different connections there are. Where's your proof? Show me proof. And I thought of an analogy for this. Dogs bark. That's how true this is, okay? That's how fucking true it is that Trump colluded with the Russians, okay? Dogs bark. Show me proof. Oh. You don't fucking know that dogs bark? Show me proof. Prove it. Prove to me right now that dogs bark. I don't have a dog in my pocket. You guys know that dogs bark, right? Trump colluded with the Russians. He always has. He was known in the late 1980s as being an Eastern Republican. Dogs bark. If you ask me to prove it on the spot, I can't prove it, can I? But you and I both know it's fucking true. But, oh, and this is the other thing I have written on down there to talk about. Joe Rogan fail. I forgot to put that in the tags. I should fucking... should write it in the title. Joe Rogan just fucking embarrassed himself. And he hasn't mentioned shit about it. And he won't. He ain't gonna touch the subject for a long time. Are you, Joe? You're not gonna issue a retraction. The day, like just before, like I don't know if it was the night before or the morning of, I think it was maybe the night before, and then this shit gets uploaded on here, but just before Mueller came out with these 13 fucking indictments, okay, 13 different Russians indicted and details given on how they were just massively manipulating the American public. And just before that, Joe Rogan was like, oh yeah, so this Russian thing, oh yeah, it's all bullshit. It ain't going nowhere. It's officially over. Like it had been proven, like it was all a hoax. Like he saw something on Fox News or fucking something. And he's talking to Jimmy Dore. God. Really? And what's that other motherfucker from the Young Turks? It's just a spineless fucking anti-American sellout. That's all you fucking people are. Just anti-American sellout. But Joe, you know, doesn't seem to me like he's got any reason to be an insecure douchebag. So I don't know why the fuck he's selling out. You don't got confidence in your own ability to entertain? Find your level and fucking keep to it, man. See, the fact of the matter is, what a lot of people like Joe Rogan are missing is the habit of calling yourself a fucking idiot. Okay? Because that's what he was, a fucking idiot. Okay? Just for having those fucking people on your show to begin with. You're a fucking idiot. And then for saying, right before 13 fucking Russian indictments come out, that, oh, it's all just a big fucking load of shit. It's over. It's gone. It's about to get disproven, or it's been disproven, and it's about to die. You said several very dismissive things about the entire Mueller probe. And then 13 fucking Russians get indicted, and the evidence is just all laid out, black and white. That's some idiot shit. You need to, like, take a moment and look at yourself doing that. Like be like your own guardian angel and rise above yourself and observe yourself and point and laugh because you were an idiot. Oh my god, look at me, I'm a fucking idiot. Like, it's a really healthy thing to do. Oh god, I was a fucking idiot. Ah. It's healthy. If you don't do this, chances are you will continue to be a fucking idiot. Just saying. That's all the help I had from my little notepad. said, what did I have written there? I had dogs bark collusion. Idiot Joe, angel above pointing. And laughing. And rise above yourself. And point. And laugh. You're a fucking idiot. You know, it's nothing personal. It's objective truth. That's some stupid shit. And that's another test of manhood. Whether or not you get butthurt when something you clearly fucking did was stupid and somebody else points it out, or you acknowledge it and move the fuck on. Oh, God, you're right. Oh, wow, I was a fucking idiot. So, let that be a lesson to a lot of people, on the YouTubes especially. And it reminds me of another thing. A thing. People need to repent. For true progress to be made, and this is why Russia suppresses this channel. This is one of the main fucking reasons why Russia suppresses this channel. Because the truth that I tell will get people to repent. And only if people repent can there be a revival. And they're afraid of revival. Just like the army of Satan. Speaking of revival, you know what pisses me off? Carmen with his fucking Trump blues song. Carmen, the Christian pop singer, fucking Trump supporter. And I think he should fucking issue an apology for it. Mr. Carmen. If that is your real name. It's like, I love that guy. What the fuck are you doing supporting Trump? It's just painful. Dogs fucking bark. Okay, dogs bark. Trump in Russia. Dogs bark. Trump in Russia. Prove it. I don't have a dog in my pocket. Okay? I can't squeeze its head and make it fucking right now. But dogs fucking bark. Trump colludes with Russia. It's just a thing that's always been fucking known. And if you don't know it, it's not my fucking problem. Dogs bark. If you don't know that, cats meow. I don't have one in my pocket. I cannot squeeze it and make a sound come out. But if you just fucking pay attention to reality, you'll notice these things. Anyways. So, Joey is having problems with his phone because he dared to watch the Lost Begotten channel. Yeah. One would think. Okay, let me ask you a question, Joey. Is what they're doing tactically appropriate? If I'm just some crazy person? Like, if I'm some crazy person, shouldn't they want it to be publicly known that, the whole idea about Trump Russia is all the product of some crazy guy who thinks he's Jesus? Wouldn't that be tactically correct for them to do? Why haven't they done that? What are they afraid of? Afraid I might get a haircut? Like, you know, if they weren't Satanists who were afraid that I was Jesus, shouldn't they promote this channel? Come watch the freak show. Here, you think Hillary really won? Here's the crazy guy who thinks he's Jesus. He agrees with you. It makes sense, doesn't it? But no, they suppress me as if I had some intrinsic truth. Interesting. So, speaking of crazy things that the crazy Jesus guy on YouTube thinks that you'd be crazy to think of, let's talk about math. That one first. Here's the deal. In short, well, Hillary fucking won the election. And, that's kind of fucked up. I don't know why this camera is so bright right now, but I'm going to darken it. Because we don't need the plaid background with my lovely 20-year-old curtains. Okay, go over there. Well, that works fine. Now, here's the deal with this. You've probably heard many people say this, that there's really no way to actually know, or we don't know, if Russia's interference swayed the election for Trump. We don't know if it had any impact. We don't know if it, well, we know it had impact, but we don't know if that impact was enough impact to impact the pact or the pact. The fuck are you people talking about? Of course there's an easy way to figure this out. It's called math. Okay? It's like numbers. They're not like the magical shapes. Okay? The problem. There's no way to know if Russia's interference swayed the election for Trump. The people who say that, bullshitters. Well, let's see if we can work out a mathematical solution to this problem, shall we? Well, if N, the number of votes influenced, is greater than or equal to X, the electoral college margin, well, there is in fact a way to know if Russia's influence swayed the election for Trump. And the election equals null, void, illegitimate. Hillary won. We're all just headed down the fucking path of destruction like a bunch of morons, and we need to reverse course. Now, big stipulation. What is undisclosed is internally available on Facebook or Google and should be something that CEOs of any major social media company or any AdSense, AdWords type provider can give you. Concretely, can submit affidavit, can be subpoenaed, and proper data can be garnered from this. A proper conclusion can be garnered from this. Okay? The projected success rate for online ads. Okay? I'm talking about impressions and clicks, you know? For every time somebody sees a thing, how often do they agree with it? How often do they click on it? How often do they buy that product? How often do they like it? How often do they share it? Those statistics are gathered over years and years now. And those expectations are how they sell, how they project how much they should charge for ads, those products. Now, on my channel, I use Google AdSense, which is how you monetize a YouTube channel if you're, not a shill. Looks like we lost Joey again. 0 people watching right now. As if I don't know how to write a catchy title. Now, my channel. I get paid by impressions and clicks. Okay? And the kind of attractiveness, okay, of basically the profitability of people showing ads on my channel in general. What people can research my CTR rate and decide they want to buy ads at that level. It basically determines how much the ads on my channel cost, as far as I understand this. Okay, anybody feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But I know this shit has something to do with it, okay? Impression CTR. All this AdSense shit is really complicated, okay? And I don't claim to understand it 100%. But of the percentages that I could get that basically tell me how much my ads pay, what kind of ads I, how effective my ads are, how much my ads are paying out for the people who buy them, that kind of thing. The lowest number I could get was this impression CTR number, and the lowest number historically over the lifetime of my channel was 1.89%. Now, this number is crucial because this is the number that I have to do my would-be math, okay, and this is basically the number of people that need to be, interested in something that's advertised on my channel. If they want to buy an ad on my channel, they can expect, for all that different times an ad plays, 1.89% of people will buy it, will buy, will click, and purchase or watch or whatever. That is the rate of influence, the lowest rate of influence that I have on my channel, basically. Now, the number of Americans who saw Russian propaganda on Facebook, if first said 150, then they revised it to 180 million people. Americans. 180 million Americans. Not people worldwide, just Americans. Okay? And it is known that the Trump campaign was embedded in with fucking Facebook engineers. And it is also known that the Russians were allowed to demographically target their ads. Okay? Irregardless, let's just go by broad fucking numbers. Those factors should increase the validity of our findings. But if we don't need them to, and we still get election equals null, then that just makes it even more compelling, doesn't it? Okay. Now, I did the reverse math on this by dividing. At first, I heard somebody say 80,000. I'm like, 80,000? I'm like, 180 million, 80,000. Wow, that's a really small percentage. Let me do the math on that. And I came up with 4 point something percent. And then I plugged in 0.00042% just for shits and giggles. 0.0042% of 180 million is 76,500. Now, the impression threshold to sway the election, I should have a greater than sign. Simply needs to be greater than 0.00042%. The number of votes Hillary lost by is 77 to 100,000, depending on whether or not you're asking The Guardian or Breitbart. I figured those would be two far enough apart numbers to choose from. The number of votes in the swing states that Hillary actually lost by is said to be between 77 and 100,000. That's it. 0.0042% of 180 million. And you're almost there. Should I do? Yeah, I should. Let me just do the math right quick. One, oh, you know, I can do one better. I'll bring it up on the computer if I can find a calculator on Windows 10. Oh, look, there's a calculator. How about that? Okay. So here we have Windows 10 calculator and all of its silliness. Let's put all the blank area. No, I'm kidding. 180. A 000. A 000. That's 180 million. Times 0.0189. $3,402,000. It's like meaning of life pie right there. Or perhaps cake. So the number of people who either stayed home because they hated Hillary and Trump, or hated Hillary so much they voted for Trump, or were afraid of immigrants so much they voted for Trump because of Facebook ads, is 3.4 million. Now again, those demographics were targeted. Everything about these ads that they played was specifically targeted to the swing state areas. You know, as if they were working with the Republicans. You know, because fucking dogs bark, don't they? What we need to know is how many people in those 3 states saw those ads. What we need to know is what's their impression CTR rate, or whatever the term is for what I'm actually trying to get to. Those 2 data points can conclusively confirm what we all know. The cat goes meow. Dog goes bark. The chicken goes cluck, and the pig goes oink. Something about a seal going ow, 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 but nobody really knows what the fox says. Is apparently the thing. Yeah. Well, what does the fox say? The fox says, "You're fake news." No, okay. The fox says, here's your conclusion. According to standard rates of effectiveness, by which billions of dollars in ad sales are based off of, Facebook alone accounts for a complete overturn of the 26 election by Russian information warfare. Now, that wasn't all the Russians did. But you can't look at that shit and tell me we have a legitimate president right now. Because the question isn't, is there a way to know if Hillary won, or if Russian interference rigged the election for Trump? The question is, how many votes more would Hillary have won by if it wasn't for Russian interference? Now, just picture this for a second. She won by 3 million votes as it is already. Now, imagine if Facebook's effectiveness, if what they told their advertisers is you pay money for these ads and you're going to get a 1.89% return on your investment. If that's it. That's how big it is. If you just account for Facebook's influence alone, instead of winning by 3 million votes, she won by 6.4 million. Just Facebook. Just at 1.89%. And yeah, it's too bad I don't have my data cable right now. Let me see if I can. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to. Oh. Fucking Bluetooth settings. That's taking me to a fucking app search. I hate Windows 10. Okay. Screenshots. On. I'm really not sure how the fuck to do this. Woohoo. Okay, is this crap actually working? Oh, no, it's not working. I have to pair it. Okay. How do I try that again? Okay. So So now where the hell are these going to be? Now I have "What Does the Fox Say" stuck in my head. What does the fox say? Okay. Chow, 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 chow. That's just fun right there. That's fun. Aww. It failed again. Oh, it's still setting up my device. What is your problem? You can do it. I'm apparently like, I need like a millennial or something. Hey there, sonny boy, can you tell me how to use this electronic device? Holy crap, did it work? It worked. I did a thing. Alright, now to finish. I finished. Now to look at some blue teeth. Okay, I'm just going to drag them all in there and figure out what the hell they are. So, that's my page CTR. I don't know what that means. That's my entire account impression CTR, 5.99, and you see down there, at the bottom of the line dip right there, you know, fucking, fuck off, come here, right there, it says 1.89%, May 2017, that's the lowest, right there. And that is 66 cents. I don't know what that means. Revenue per motherfucker. And so 66 cents per motherfucker. I don't know. There's some kind of rate that Google has. That's exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't know what any of these things are. Like, I don't really understand them. Cost per click. We're paying 4 cents per 1.89% of people they want to influence. And over the course of the day, it added to 66 cents on my channel. I think that's what that means. And there's my dad. Oh, shit. No way to undo that. There's the screenshot from my dad, which, you know, I've already hacked his computer and probably his cell phone too. Anyways, 1 minute into restarted race, afterwards spin they crashed my laptop. DPC watchdog violation. They spent about 3 minutes gathering information before restarting it. What the fuck? Did they just tag my laptop? Now it's frozen. It won't even do login screen. No restart sounds either. I'll tell my dad to expect some spam phone calls. Alright. So, what we've learned here is that dogs fucking bark, don't they? They my God. And, you know, cats meow too, apparently. Because, according to the standard rates of effectiveness by which billions of dollars in ad sales have based off of, okay, Facebook alone accounts for 3.4 million fucking votes that should have gone to Hillary Clinton. But I guess that just doesn't fucking matter. Because nothing matters anymore. Nothing fucking matters. Does it even matter anymore? No. You would think that it matters, but it clearly doesn't. We're just gonna let this traitor continue to share our classified secrets. We're gonna let Jared Kushner continue to feed Russia classified defense documents through his fucking private computer connection with OmniBank or whatever it is. And we're going to let Trump pretend to be president for an hour a day and spend the rest of the day destroying America. Why? Because Hillary won by 6.4 million votes plus. Now we're not counting voter suppression. We're not counting people who had their votes usurped by Russian citizens who had stolen their identities when the DNC computers were hacked and when the state election systems were hacked. People were showing up to vote and unable to do so, told they had already voted. Well, they didn't. Other people did with their identities. That's not counting all of that. We're talking about tangible numbers. By those numbers, billions of dollars are invested every year. Those numbers prove that without Russia's interference, Hillary Clinton should be president right now. Now, if you think that Hillary Clinton should not be president, you're on the side of Russia. So explain why you hate America so much that you want a Russian agent who called for his opponent to be hacked by Russia at the helm of, Russia's enemy, us, the United States of America. I just got wind today on the news that they're talking about making McMaster resign. They're about to force fucking retirement on McMaster. Why? Because he smarted off to Sergei Lavrov. Because he smarted off to the Russians and actually stood for American principles. And he understands that, the Russian threat is real. So he's got to go. Why? Because Donald Trump is a fucking traitorous traitor can trait, okay? He's all kinds of traitor. He's a fair traitor. He's a good traitor. He's a fair traitor. He's all kinds of traitor. Remember? He's a traitor. Couldn't be anyone more of a fucking traitor than Donald fucking Trump. He's an Eastern Republican. This is an existential threat to our country. And it's a lot more broad-reaching than I've even led on to. Okay? I mean, I've hinted at it. But I wish the Atlantic Council or the CSIS would just come and let me give them just a week-long briefing. Just come take a vacation with the baby Jesus. Let me show you the light. Because everything that has mystified you all for so long, everything you just don't want to touch because it's too complicated, it's like reading a sentence formed by a small child to me. Now, whether or not I can take those complicated sects of information and then break them down again into small childlike sentences, that's where the complication comes. But there needs to be a methodological approach. Methodical approach, yes. A methodical approach to reanalyzing every aspect of society and exactly where it should be and where it's gone because of KGB, FSB, GRU, whatever the fuck, horde influence. And frankly, anybody who doubts that the horde is the appropriate terminology to be using here doesn't have a full grasp of just how weak our understanding of the world is. And I mean historically, like step by step, century by century, how little we have understood and how it has led to how little we understand now. I'm watching the cars, by the way. Pretty snowdrifting. But anyways, guess I might. Well, I'm gonna take a little break, and then we're gonna do some racing and driving and whatnot. How about that? Because going fast is fun. What the hell is the thing? Do stuff. Yes, that. Alright. And now I will execute program takeabreak.exe. Oh, I should totally put that on this computer and actually run that program. There's an actual program, takeabreak.exe. Takeabreak.exe. It's the only real free game there is. It's actually free. I think, for all I know, it could be fucking spyware infested too. It's just such a small little tiny program. It's from homestarrunner.com, and it's an Easter egg download. That's that strong bad. All right, 1 second. I'll be right back. Still 0 people watching. Okay. So on the game here, I had been trying to earn my way up to level 32 so that I can do the Nürburgring 4-hour endurance race. But that's easier said than done. As you can see at the top of the screen, right above where it says lost, there's that red bar. It's almost to the end of the oval. But it's kind of like leveling up in Final Fantasy, where it's like just taking forever the higher you go, the longer it takes to level up. So we were doing the license test yesterday. Let's see here. Bronze, bunch of gold, bronze, or silver, bunch of golds. I need to redo some of those and get them to golds. Got all those golds. I guess now we can move on to the 1A-1 license tests. Looks like the first one here is Circular Sarth. Now, probably not going to go for golds this time. I'm going to go maybe give each one a couple of good shots and then move on. Bronzes aren't really looking forward to me. The other people that upload Gran Turismo 5 videos, yeah, we can go for that. But not for me. So. Jared Kuchi. Similar in wealth and holdings to Anthony Scaramucci. Anthony Scaramucci is actually a very wealthy man. Kind of a scary dude, though. Kind of mafia-ish. But he seems to me like someone who's actually loyal to America and doesn't know a thing. Literally, just wasn't let in on anything. The Moochie does not know as much as the Kuchi. The Kuchi knows all kinds of shit. Jared Kuchi is, he's in deep. Oh, that was sloppy. Alright. That was horrible. Let's try again. Not going for perfect, just going for good enough. That was definitely not good enough. Gold's probably going to be pretty easy. Silver, just a couple of, just a little less than 2/10 away. I'm going. See, we're getting 580 experience points this time. Wow. I need like 100,000 more. How am I going so much faster than myself? Horrible. Oh, but I still got gold. Okay. Still horrible. Alright. Next. Breaking from Hundares into Hunadi. Breaking from Nambla into Muslan. Yeah. Now we're in. The last one was a Infinity, like a G35 sedan. And now we have a Lexus ISF. Both pretty good cars. I've never driven the Lexus. Driven a few G35s. Oh, okay. That didn't work at all. Oops. I've never driven this car, and it shows. Trouble with the bronze medal. That's how it goes then. Alright. Let's see if we can do it better. Shifted, yeah. Certainly feels like a heavy car. That's for sure. There's potential for improvement. I just suck. .5. Getting there. I think it is. Obviously, somebody hits the target. I thought we want me to drift around that little corner down there. That's a lot to ask coming from that fucking speed. That didn't go very well. Not very well at all. Oh, yeah. Didn't know if I had done it at first. Like, oh! Bar is still green on the stream, so hopefully this stuff is recording okay. Corkscrew and a C5. This could be interesting. Very well. Certainly a lot more pushing to be done. I've taken it easy. Yeah, that didn't work. Seven. 18.7. It felt faster. I don't know why it felt faster. And we're gold. Boy, you would break that car in a few laps driving that fast, though. Fucking fiberglass would just come off the frame. Let's see how that looked in the replay view. Because it's a Corvette. That's fucking pretty. Little red Corvette. Little red Corvette. Of course, to get as fast as you can through there, you're on the wrong line for the next corner. But whatever. Oh, Jesus. Fucking snow shit. Not the snow shit. Need some fucking scotch for this shit. Oh god. That looks hard. So I gotta really know where I'm going to do snow shit. I don't have like a lot of experience. I can't just like, oh, I feel that direction. I want to go like that. I don't have that ability with snow. Just don't have the experience. It's going fine. This is fun though. I really do enjoy these snow races. Take me a hot minute. I need to break a lot sooner. I should try silver and close to gold. It really is a lot of fun. I don't know if I could do faster than that one lap. That might have been faster. Thought it might have been faster. I was wrong. Funner, but not faster. I gotta give it a few more tries. It's like there's some places where it's like, I know I could do better. It's not a slow drive. I live in fucking Louisiana. Oh, really? Come on, man. Thought that was there for. Fucking make this smaller, make sure the video is as smooth as I can record. Funner, but not faster. Sideways across the line. Look at those in the smoke. It's so much fun, but just so not fast. So that strategy didn't work. definitely not the way. Hey, there's that. So close. 40.178. Really? I really thought that was faster. Felt fast. I still feel like I suck at that. Which means there's probably going to be another one. Let's see how that looked on the outside. So I can point at myself and laugh. I didn't even realize what kind of car I was driving. Careful not to carry too much speed. And next. Good, it's not snow. Snow's fun, except for when you're being timed. If I could drive a car in real life like that in snow, I'd probably understand how I was supposed to play the game better. But like, you know, like the things I can do that I can do well on the air because I can do them well in real life. That's why I play Final Fantasy. You know, all the magic and stuff. This is so much fun. Oh, well, that car looks like a big pain in the ass waiting to happen. Oh, good, no traction control. And sports hard tires. Perfect combination. I was lighting a cigarette. Thought I might have enough time to light a cigarette. Start things still in my head. You are an understated fucker. Sex is prettier. Much, much prettier. I hear a ghost whisper. Sounds possibly holy. I know that was horrible. Horrible. 15.5. Oh god, they want me to drift it. There, I drifted it. Are you happy? Shepherding force appears to be on, so I guess they just want me to floor it. Take it.
Not a big fan of drifters, though, don't you know?
Not a big fan of Lamborghinis either. Horcrux. A little tiny bit better. Now we're making progress. Oh! Missed it by a nut hair. Too wide. I need to extinguish my smoke material. That's good. Like there's merit in that strategy, but it's not what I'm trying. Just need a nut hair. Just a nut hair. working for a second. I thought what I was doing was working. Of course, because it just understeers for no fucking reason. Did I mention I hate Lamborghinis? Felt so right. Chasing fucking 300s in a second. Fuck you. Oh! No, the fucking time changed. It said 0.8 and then it fucking went to 15:01. Oh my god, the fucking time changed. Alright. Alright. I see how you want to play this shit. Yeah. I like pop the drift out, and then it went too wide, so you gotta like e-brake it, then drift some more. Like do a different e-brake. And then another drift to drift out of there. I want to see what the fuck that looks like. If you blink, you'd have missed it. Visualizing a driving line through blind corners. That sounds difficult, but it's on the Nürburgring, so just fine. Then fucking Rome. We are in a TVR Tuscan Speed 6, which is just a hell of a car. Car usually finishes like on my first attempt is right behind second place. Now look at how far out bronze is. And like really they let somebody who was that slow get bronze. After I just put forth just almost no effort. Fucked up the first braking runs, fucked up everything. Second attempt, first place. And then if I want to actually get gold, it's either the third attempt or a lot of more attempts. Let's hope for the third, shall we? Okay, come back here, me. Just let me drive. Just let me drive. Let me fucking drive. Piece of shit. What over there? Go. Ends a gold medal. I'm hardly interested in how that looks, but I'll go off. A little bit later and let the axle pop. Oh well, it worked. Scanish, tricky, high speed, consecutive corners. Oh boy. We are driving the 2008 Subaru Impreza World Rally Car. 33.5. Bronze. Might be able to see it. Ways to go here. Little by little. To 060. That's a straightaway right there. And we got silver. Still got a ways to go. Loads of fun driving this shit though. I don't think my back could take that. Seven inch by inch. Hi, baby. out on a really, really long presentation on the video, including my little mathematical proof about how early. Yeah, probably wrong. I was showing the Gran Turismo, like the little screensaver bit where it just shows CarPlay. I was showing that in the background while I was discussing. So I was like, why don't I go and try to get my way up to level 32 on that? Yay, cigarette break. Oh yeah, that paper in Trump's hand, that was definitely real. For sure. Oh wait, yeah. It's a little late in the video to show it. I was gonna just put it on there quick. Oh no, actually that's been reported on a lot of different news agencies. And all the different late night things we're doing it. All the different late night shows we're doing it. I'll put the camera on so you can after I finish screwing up a few restarts. Hi Murphy's. Let me drive through there. Fuck you! Damn it, me! Why am I so much faster than me? Hot outside. Louisiana in early spring. All ready for summer for most motherfuckers. 31,490. No, I wasn't disqualified. Maybe because you logged in so much longer ago than he did. Just going through there fucking sideways. Jesus because I had a hell of a run that time. Love you too, baby. Have a good day. This is taking too long. I should have left it in fourth. Son of a whore. I knew that was going to happen. Fucking turn. The turn. Why? Why? Let's do the same fucking thing you did the other time. For the same reasons. do what I tell you, damn it. Yes. Oh, I did it. I did the old Scandinavian flicks through there. Once I, like, you know, remembered how. We don't have a Cajun flick. Our Cajun flick is in a P-rope. That's what we call it. That's a little boat that you build for yourself. P-rope. It fucking floats, don't it? Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Oh, the Cape Ring Spiral Branch. Oh boy. They don't want me to drift around the whole thing because I don't know how to. Like we got another Infinity G35. Yeah. Cigarette out. So it's flat. Chasing. Go. 27616. Not to be confused with any Jared Kushner properties. strategic drive. Oh. Does that mean I get to go ballistic? Oh god, comfort soft. Okay. Thought I at least warned about that. First and then didn't shift out of it. Oh yeah, it was an Infinity. Oh wait, no, it was a Volvo. Well, I don't know anything about Volvo transmission. All I know is that was still horrible when I was first. That was kind of boring. Ooh, I get a 2-lap battle. Now that sounds fun. Yeah, this video is going to end on a high note for anybody who's watching 3 fucking hours of it. And if you did, thank you very much. I appreciate you spending time with me. You never know what I might talk about while I'm driving. Looks like this is in fact the last race. Just good because I'm hungry and tired. I need to go. So I'm gonna hope this goes well. If they're driving like that, then it probably will. I woke up this morning blowing my nose and coughing so bad I thought I was having one way through that corner. I'm guessing sports hard tires. Oh, come on. That was going so well. He knocked me in. He knocked me out. He knocked me out. That's fine. Wasn't sure how fast I could take that corner. Earned my cookie for the day. Actually, save that little replay. Whew, that was kind of intense. But the whole PRO with stock suspension versus endpoint thing. I'm still not on level 32. Alright, well, but that's all, folks. Thanks for watching, everybody. Click the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Check your subscriptions if you are a subscriber, because, you know, shit don't work. Peace.
Congratulations! You have a International A license test. enter the appropriate races and raise your driving level. And now, you've made it to the final part of these tests. The heralded S license awaits.
Yours and mine, walking in the sand. Oh, baby.